The Cowboys have had their up and downs with their offensive line over the past couple of years. Guys rotating in and out, spending a bunch of first-round picks on the offensive line. And then Tyler Booker gets hurt this season, Tyler Guyton during training camp, and then he ended up missing time in this Green Bay game after playing pretty well. With all the moves that they've made, it feels like we kind of get lost with who they've selected in the first round and then in the 5th, 6th, 7th rounds. And one guy that really didn't get talked about a whole lot because he got hurt during his rookie season, didn't play at all, but he's back this year as the backup swing tackle for the Cowboys. Nate Thomas, the Cowboys' 6th round pick from 2024, got in the game against the Packers at right tackle and left tackle. He had to play 17 total snaps, 12 pass blocking, 5 run blocking. He did not allow a sack. He didn't allow a pressure. He did have that one penalty for lining up too far off the ball at the line of scrimmage. But overall, I thought he played really well. To be going from right tackle to left tackle and having to block Micah Parsons. And so in today's video, we're going to watch the All-22 from that Packers game. A couple of clips that I wanted to show you guys. Some good ones and a couple of bad ones and stuff that he can work on. But I'm really encouraged by what I saw, so let's get into it. When Thomas first got in the game, he lined up at right tackle. I'm not really sure why. I'm not sure if Terrence Steele was hurt. Apparently, he wasn't getting any medical attention on the sideline, so maybe they were just getting him in the game to see if they could get a little bit better production, better blocking out of that right side. And of course, the very first snap that he plays is going to be against Micah Parsons. The Cowboys really don't give him much help to start out against an all-pro pass rusher. Luke Schoonmaker is just going to go up and run his route. He's not going to chip Micah. He's not going to get in his way or anything like that. They're just going to let Nate Thomas block him one-on-one on the outside. And he does a really good job of getting his hands on him early because Micah is so fast. So once Schoonmaker clears through there, Thomas is leaning forward a little bit, lunging more than you would maybe want him to, but he's like, I got to get hands on this guy. He's quicker than me. He can cross over. He can dip under my shoulder. Let me make contact, initial contact, and just stop him in his tracks. Nate Thomas is extremely strong. He's a strong player, and he can win with his strength and power. And this is kind of the position that it'll get you in if you're leaning too much. But luckily for Nate Thomas, TJ Bass is over here, and he can help. The main thing right now is just getting Micah out of the back of the pocket. That way he cannot step through and get to Dak. Dak did a really good job in this game of getting the ball out quick. With a little bit of help, TJ Bass blocks Micah Parsons right out of the play. Not perfect by any means, but this is a guy that was a 6th round pick, has hardly played at all throughout his NFL career, and you're throwing him out there against probably the best or the 2nd or 3rd best pass rusher in the league. Once again, he's going to line up at right tackle here. This is one of those run blocking snaps, and because the Cowboys are running a draw, really it's just about Thomas setting really wide, trying to get Micah to come up the field. That way you can put this draw and you don't have a guy making a backside play. So Thomas is just going to drop back here, passing on this down. That gets Micah to come down, and so he can't affect the play. Not really much that he did. I mean, he's able to get Micah blocked and kind of pushed out of the play, and that way he cannot make the tackle. But I thought some of his best work of the night came at left tackle, and we're going to see a lot of matchups with Micah because the Packers want that matchup. You get a new offensive lineman out there, swing tackle, you want to put your best pass rusher on him. We are going to see Thomas work against Rashan Gary, where I thought he was actually better. I mean, this is Micah Parsons who we're talking about, easily the most athletic and just pure speed pass rusher, which is going to be hard for a guy like Thomas that relies on his strength. Now, the Cowboys did some good things helping him on the outside, letting the running back double team and helping double Micah at times. And they do that on this play. We kind of see the same thing, the lunging. Thomas is not a finesse guy. He doesn't have super quick feet, but he can win with his strength and power. Javonte Williams is going to come over here to help, but Micah puts a really good move on him, kind of gets him off balance. Obviously, that's not the spot that you want to be as an offensive tackle, but if we were to go watch the Tyler Guyton film, it would look like a lot of the same things. Micah just tends to do this to offensive tackles, but because he has the help from the running back, he is able to get back into a pretty good position. Javonte Williams is there. He's able to block. Dak does a good job once again of, well, that one slipped out of his hand, but he did a good job of getting the ball out early in those situations. Now that we've seen him go against the best pass rusher in the league, or the second or third best, wherever you want to put him, let's watch some good reps against Rashan Gary. Let's be honest, he's not going to be facing Micah Parsons every single week. For the rest of this film, he's going to be on that left side at the left tackle spot, and he does a good job here of setting, engaging with Gary, and then anchoring right there. That gives Dak a really nice pocket. I know they got beat on the interior. Look at all this space right here. That's not a concern. Thomas isn't a concern. He does a good job of anchoring. Dak gets this ball out to Jake Ferguson, and they move the chains. You see how much better that looks against a guy that isn't like Micah, that can win with speed. Gary can win with power, and because of Nate Thomas's upper body strength and lower body strength and his ability to anchor, he can combat that a little bit better. He does a good job again of waiting, making contact with Gary, a really nice pocket for Dak Prescott, and he's not perfect. He does get beat right here, but it's because of the speed. He's got to work on the hand fighting, but the main thing is he survived. He's going to win right there with that little swim move. By that point, Dak's done had the time. He can find the soft spot in zone coverage. That's a completion. And the main thing is, you have a 6th round left tackle and right tackle. This guy switched during the game. I just want to see you survive against one of the best defensive lines in the league, and I think he did that. Like, I feel comfortable with Nate Thomas. Is it pretty? No. Does he have the physical tools and the profile to be a pretty good backup tackle? I think so, and I'm actually encouraged by what we saw against Green Bay. On this one, he's going to be working against Lucas Van Ness. He does a good job of setting. Van Ness is going to try to go straight into his chest for a bull rush. There's that power. His ability to anchor down gives Dak a really nice pocket to throw out of right here. Here's Micah whooping the right tackle this time. It's just what's going to happen when you're facing a pass rusher with that speed and that ability. As you can see on this side, it's a wall over there. He does a good job of anchoring, keeping him out of the backfield. Dak makes the throw, and that's the big touchdown to George Pickens. And I do think that he's a better run blocker right now than he is a pass blocker. They like to run the ball. They've done a good job of running the ball. Clayton Adams, Brian Schottenheimer have put these guys in a situation to be successful, and I think we saw it with Nate Thomas. We're going to go ahead and skip to the next play because this one is more so watching. The last play he didn't really do much in. The Cowboys are going to go with an inside handoff to Javonte Williams in the shotgun. Thomas is going to block down on this defensive tackle. There's the power that you can see. Move that guy up. But I really like his ability to climb to this second level right here and get to Quay Walker. He knows that Tyler Smith has this block down. Come off the double team, get up to the second level to the linebacker, and your center ends up getting beat right there, so it kind of hurts the play a little bit. If these guys on the outside make their blocks and they can open up that lane, this side is sealed off. Thomas has climbed up to the second level, got to Quay Walker and made that block. It's just you didn't have enough space because guys were getting beat. Your center loses, and then Rashan Gary beats your tight end. So a good play for Thomas, not really the result that you're really wanting to see. Other guys not winning their reps, but I thought Thomas had a good one on that play. And I thought he got better as the game went on. Against Micah Parsons, he does a better job with his feet and not oversetting, not lunging towards Micah and getting off balance. A better set, makes contact, and then once he gets his hands on him, he's a lot more manageable to control. Not lunging, not overextending his body, getting over his heels, getting off balance, but much better job of kicking out, staying upright, and holding Micah at bay so Dak can get this ball off. And if he does have to play, I think that you're going to get better play as it goes on. I mean, this guy hasn't played a ton of football at the NFL level. He missed his entire rookie year. And at the end of the day, I just want to survive with a backup tackle because the Cowboys have had issues on their offensive line. So to have a guy that can come in there and survive, that's the main thing, is a really big upgrade in my opinion. And then I think you hope as he gets older and if he has to play more and more, you get better and better production from it. I think he looks much more comfortable run blocking as well. Like you can kind of see the athleticism coming up, getting to Quay Walker. Again, they don't do a good job up front and other places, but being able to get to Quay Walker, get his hands on him, those are the things that you like to see from a young offensive lineman that's having to switch spots. And this last rep against Rashan Gary, Gary. If he gets his hands on a guy, he has the strength and power and lower half strength to stonewall guys. I think he's going to do much better against power rushers than he is speed. But we've seen Micah destroy guys over and over. This is your backup guy, and it goes a long way to say you can survive with him. He played pretty good in this game against one of the best pass rushers in the league, even better against Rashan Gary, who people consider in the top 10, top 15 rushers in the league. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't pretty. He didn't get you killed, switching from the right side to the left side, having to face a defensive line like that. He started out his career playing mostly guard during rookie mini camps and stuff like that. They've kind of moved him around, try to figure out where he goes. So shout out to Nate Thomas. Thought he had a pretty good game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel here at the Landry Hat. More Cowboys videos coming next week. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.